Ayo, Tits.
Hey, I'm Areolas.
You're doing Dracula, the first one, the 1930 whatever one. What is it? What's the year?
Yeah, 1931, right when the talkies were starting.
Was this a talkie? I don't remember much dialogue in it. It was a lot of music.
Yeah. No, it was a talkie. Dracula was pretty cool, like all slick, and yeah, you had a bunch of like pretty hot chicks, like with his wives and the damsels.
Oh
and shit.
man, the good old days of cinema when there weren't fat people infiltrating it.
They had that Betty Boop style haircut,
Yeah, exactly. When was the first time you watched this?
This is my first time seeing it. I've never seen this classic film. What about you?
Someone requested me watch it last year, and when I watched it, that was the first time I had watched it. So it's pretty fun.
Yeah, no. It starts out with like Renfield is like a dude who's selling stuff, and he ends up there in Transylvania, and he's trying to get to Count Dracula's castle, and the whole village is all like, "Oh, we don't want to take you there, not at night. Let's wait till the morning or something."
Just curious, how do you think Dracula got his castle? Did he steal it from sucking the blood of the previous owners? Or did he work really hard and have a bunch of capital?
When he got real estate and crypto.
He's a real estate mogul. That's what we don't know about Dracula. That's why he can suck the blood of everybody. All the people. Because he has locations in different places, but he has the one main place.
Yeah, he's got the soil there. Maybe he got it from one of his wives. Maybe one of his wives owned it from her dude, because he does have the 3 wives there. So, yeah, I don't know if he earned it. I don't think so, but who knows,
Maybe just suck the blood. The blood.
Nice castle though, like very fucking, on a hill, and like I don't know, the scenery is beautiful,
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Would I personally walk up to that place if I saw that in the wild? No. It seems so secluded and so out of the way. Like, why would I go up to it? Oh, yeah, maybe they might have a bunch of money. I guess that could be the through line, but then you got to think about how big the property is, how far away it is from everyone, and whether you want to get stuck there or not, potentially.
Yeah, for real. I don't know if it's worth the trouble going that whole way just to like, make an investment, try to get a dude, to a sell, what Redfield is doing.
Oh, exactly. So he goes up to the guy. He goes up to the castle. He's like, "Yo, anybody here?" And it's kind of weird and spooky, and he kind of starts like sneaking around. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there's a bat kind of floating around that's very on a string, but still kind of cool looking.
This is the 30s, 31. This is before the Second World War and before this is during the Great Depression. So they had what they could use, and they used it well.
Yeah.
For that time period.
No, yeah, it didn't take me out at all. I don't know. Maybe it scared people back then in the 31s. Like, oh shit, it's a bat.
Oh, string is is controlling this bat. Oh no!
Holy shit, I'm scared. But yeah, he meets up with the Count, who is Count Dracula, right? He's just there, like, hey, I want to make a deal with you.
Yeah. Never make a deal with somebody who wants to make a deal with you up front. Because it can only end badly for you.
And he's like...
Doesn't Renfield become like his slave or something?
Yeah. There's this part where he's like, here's some wine. And he's like, are you going to drink? I never drink wine. Or some weird... I don't know. He says cool shit. Like, he's a cool dude, but...
I never drink wine. I'm like, oh, you drink other things. What do you drink? Semen? Are you gay?
Do you drink other men's semen? Or your own? I don't know.
Life. Oh, well, okay. Actually, if you're a vampire, wouldn't it be more effective to drink the semen because there's more life in it?
It would depend on the person's health. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I feel like me personally right now in my own health, like my semen is not well healthy for someone else to drink. You know, like it would
Yeah.
like it would
It's
upset your
toxic.
it would upset your stomach and hurt your liver or something like that. You know.
Oh my!
Uh,
I didn't know you had alcoholic semen.
I just think it's from all the meds that I take
Mm,
that really fuck with it, but
yeah.
yeah, I feel like if you were to get a dude who ate a lot of pineapples and like worked out, like that semen would be like a shit ton like volume and healthy for you, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
and instead of going for their neck, I mean, you can do that, right? You can go for their neck, but
Yeah,
then you have to go for the scrotum. You have to pierce it, suck
yeah,
it out like that.
yeah, and I feel like you don't even need to like have a dude that is erected. You can go for just the side of the scrotum or the
Yeah,
balls. Yeah, you don't need to go straight for just the shaft, you know.
right. The shaft doesn't carry semen, so that'd be ineffective.
It
Although it
just
does carry blood.
it propels the semen. It doesn't actually hold it. It just directs
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not none of that gay shit happens in this
No,
movie.
no. Unfortunately, no. None of that gay shit happens. I mean, he does hypnotize Renfield to be like a slave, and I guess his three wives come upon him, and he makes him like this madman to where he helps him. He makes him his like blood slave, like his familiar, or whatever you want to call it, right? So, uh,
Oh, yeah,
mhm.
that makes sense. Like a blood slave, like you're binded by DNA or something,
Yeah,
or
he's like his
you
cuck or
suck.
something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So Renfield ends up helping Dracula like migrate on the ship from Transylvania, I guess, to England,
Because he
and
wants more real estate.
I guess, or he wants more wives. He just wants to kind of get around, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he would be stuck in that castle for how many years he's been alive for.
Dude, I don't
Good
think it
luck
ever said.
traveling though. You're gonna need a lot of sunscreen.
And he needs a lot of dirt, because apparently he needs to sleep in the dirt that he was born in.
Wait, why would it? Wait, hold on. Why is that so specific? What
That's
if you
just
just explode if you don't sleep?
I don't think he can like regenerate, like because he sleeps during the day to
Yeah.
regenerate his power, so he can have his power of like turning into a bat and biting people. But he needs to sleep during the day in soil that he was like born in, and I guess that's Transylvania soil. So that's why he brings
Is he a
his.
fucking potato? How was he conceived?
I don't know. I don't know where it began. It's the chicken and the egg, right? You know.
Is it the soil or the Dracula that came first?
I have no idea. These are the rules though that is for a vampire. So that's why he carries like his coffins around with him, so he can
That
sleep in the
seems heavy.
coffins. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of shit to carry around. He
Is he
leaves.
just
He
extra
bring
strong?
Dracula.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
he's got
bet
a
he
little
would
bit more
be.
strength.
Okay.
Yeah, like above human strength, like retard strength,
Is match exactly at retard strength?
like gorilla retard strength. It's about the
Yeah.
same. Yeah, pretty strong.
The music in
Pretty.
this is pretty epic. It really makes the movie. Like I think because of the pacing of the editing and also the music choice and how it was implemented in the movie, I think all of that combined made it watchable
Mhm,
and actually not just watchable but pretty entertaining.
mhm,
I say
mhm.
so myself.
Yeah, no, he gets there. Dracula Renfield's put into an insane asylum because he's acting all crazy because of being the only one who survived that ship or whatever. And Dracula's going around trying to find wives, and I guess he finds these like two sexy chicks, and he's trying to. I guess he bites one and kills one, and the other one he's trying to get to be his other bride.
This seems unnecessary. Just
Why
keep them
so?
all. Just keep them all. Why do you need to? What? Oh no, women vampires age poorer than regular vampires do. Why do you need to kill them?
I don't know why.
Just I don't know. Like, I guess you only have one penis, so 3 women is hard to manage.
I mean, yeah, you gotta know how to juggle, right? It is manageable, but you just gotta know how to like time it and be more efficient. But I think maybe this first new wife he was trying to get, he bit her and she just didn't survive it. I think it's more like he bites them, and if they survive, they're his wife. But if they don't, then they just die. You know?
Okay, so in the past, it's presumed in the past he's done this countless times. Then, because he has 3 surviving women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And there's
Does
a
he choose
point.
it based off of like tit size? What's his metric?
I don't know, because he just chose like these two chicks that look. They were like in the theater as like up there in the booths, so of course they had money. So I feel like he goes for wealth again, because obviously you go for wealth and they end up getting the fucking inheritance, and he could just keep getting real estate like this when he just keeps.
Wait. So if the person that the victim has wealth, how does Dracula get that wealth? If
I mean, he can control them. They're his
yeah,
slaves.
that's true. That is
Hmm.
true. He
Hmm.
does have the power to charm with his eyes, but
Hmm.
you have to invite them though.
Yeah,
That's a
he
stipulation.
he overcomes their will, is what they call it in here. Their will. Uh, so
Man,
uh,
I could have watched a movie where Dracula was winning all day long.
yeah, no, nothing's wrong with Dracula winning. I think he's a. I don't know. I it trips me out because he's just so slick and chill in this movie. I wonder if the actor who played him had anything to go off of. You know, like was he the first to ever play Dracula like this? You know,
You know what? I fuck. What's his name? There's a movie about this. It
is
was
it
a
Bella?
Tim
Bella?
Burton directed movie. Ed
Mm-hmm.
Wood.
Uh huh.
Who's Boris Karloff? What's his
Boris
fucking
Karloff was the one that played Frankenstein, and was it Bela Lugosi? I think that
Bela
played.
Lugosi. That's what
Yeah.
it was. Bela
Hmm.
Lugosi. Yeah. There's an entire Ed Wood movie about it. Uh, and yeah, it was interesting. I don't know how accurate Ed Wood is on his accounting of Bela Lugosi, but it is pretty interesting how Bela Lugosi in Ed
Hmm.
Wood says he felt he was better than Frankenstein, so he rejected the part, and then turned out that Dracula was his most famous part because he wasn't really able to get parts easy after that. So that's a little sad story.
Yeah, I imagine this would like typecast him as like a horror icon, but at the same time not be good because everyone's gonna be scared seeing you on the screen after that.
I
You
think
know.
he's Hungarian, so he's learning English
Hmm.
during this, or has not very good English skills during this.
That would fucking lower his getting other roles and parts too. Also in other movies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, definitely. So they're he's trying to get this other wife, and then you have, I think one of the doctors at the insane asylum is like Van Helsing, who's just
Yeah.
this doctor who believes in like alternatives, and like, oh no, this guy, I think he's crazy because of vampires and the undead, and they're like, you're a madman, and he's like, no, it's true. I
I am
know.
right, and I'll prove it to you. It seems like Van Helsing is Dracula's big nemesis.
Hmm.
And he's like, I'm gonna go to you, Dracula, because all of my coworkers think that I'm talking mad shit and not being able to back it up. Well, Dracula, Here I come. I gotta back up this thing I said to my coworkers. Fuck you, Dracula.
Fuck you, I can't see your reflection, and I got a fucking cross necklace in my hand and some wolf's bane, and it's just two old men staring at each other, all angry because they're just angry at each other.
The face acting is pretty good.
No, they're great. It's a great dynamic between Van Helsing, which is a badass name, and Dracula, which is a badass name too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just like watching them stand off. I'm like, oh man. Is Dracula gonna get stabbed with the stake?
When we get here, eventually the Van Helsing and I don't know, the dude and then the father of the girl are like, oh man, we got to protect her. Let's keep her in her room surrounded by wolfsbane and not let any bats into the windows and shit like that. But of course Dracula uses his hypnotism and charm, and he ends up getting in there and not kidnapping but abducting what's her name, the girl Mina, and takes her to some random location where his actual body's at. I don't know if this is a projection or if his real body's in a different spot, but yeah, he takes her there
Yeah,
somehow.
I thought it was like a weird projection. I didn't know vampires could do that. But also, I'm just like, oh, I forgot what point I was going to make. I had a good point and then I lost it. Does that ever happen to you?
All the time, yes. No, it's I don't know, it's weird. Like it's like it's his surrogate. Like he's able to like I said, project himself and then have his actual body in a coffin in the soil of his, motherland, which is Transylvania.
Is Transylvania the modern name? Or is it the old name of the place he resides at?
I think it's the old name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is Transylvania in the world?
Let me see. I have Transylvania. Is Transylvania real? Yes, Transylvania is a real region located in the interior of Romania in Eastern Europe.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
it does
Dracula
have.
has a pretty iconic accent. I want to suck your blood.
Blah blah blah.
Ah,
So he's about to, I guess. They're there at the location. Renfield ends up going there, and Van Helsing and the boyfriend follow. And what's his name? Dracula's about to suck the girl's blood and make her his bride forever. And they find Dracula's real body in the coffin. What's his name? Van Helsing just does a stake through the heart, and you just hear like "oh" or something like a real, climax of a sound, and he just dies.
yeah, it was fun. I really think the build up to it was like more fun than the actual death, and then he
Mm-hmm.
dies. I'm like, oh, so this is what a vampire sounds like when they die. I did
I
not
was,
know this, but now I know.
I was like, was it really that easy? You just had to find his body and stab it in the heart with a wooden stake, and that killed him.
He probably hid the body really well.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Um, and that, yeah, they were just like, okay, are you okay? To the girl, and Van Helsing's like, don't worry, I'll take care of this, and it ends. Like that was it. I was like, what? Like,
Are you
okay,
doing a crew? Wait, I want to see that. How do you get rid of a Dracula?
yeah. I was like, was it all that easy? And it just ends, and it's like happily ever, like it played that happily ever after music. You know what I mean? Like da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, like a Looney Tunes cartoon or something.
Yeah, it was fun. What would you rate your movie watching experience?
I mean, it was pretty good. I would give it like a 7.5, a 7.5. It's legendary, iconic. I don't know where that Bela Lugosi had like reference to act like that, but he acted badass for Dracula, and it's interesting to see where it all like began. What about you?
I think I gave it a 7.5 as well. I even with there's not a ton of dialogue, and it's a lot of visual stuff happening on screen, and it's pretty engaging the entire time. And it's pretty good and classic. So 7.5.
Hmm. No, it was a classic, and what I want to, excuse me, I got a game for you. Has to do with vampires. Let's look at different vampires. I call this game Vampires. Where we're gonna look at,
Vampires.
yeah, we're gonna look at different vampires from different medias, and I want you to tell me if you know where it's from or what its
All
name
right.
is. Let me see here. Do you know
That's,
this dude?
what the fuck is this? Is that Will Ferrell in the back? Who's that in the back? In the back right.
No, I don't think that's Will Ferrell. This is actually like a pretty. This is probably from like the late '80s.
Oh, blood. Wait. Hold on. Politician, the movie,
Is that your final answer?
because they're bloodsuckers. Yeah.
This is Leslie Nielsen. And he was in Dracula Dead and Loving It, which was like a parody movie, kind of like The Naked Gun, but it was about Dracula.
Oh, that's cool. It
Yeah.
seems like it had a lot of parody movies.
Oh yeah. Once he did Airplane and then like The Naked Gun, all he was casted in was parody movies.
That
Leslie
makes
Nielsen.
sense.
He's a pretty good Dracula. You know this cool dude.
Nosferatu.
Hell yeah. That's I guess I don't know what of the one of the oldest vampire movies, right? Before Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
did a
cool.
silent black and white review on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you give it? Do you remember?
I think it's like a 7.5, I think.
He's a pretty scary fucking looking vampire dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, definitely. Do you know do you know who this
Gee, I
vampire
wonder who
is?
Keanu Reeves is. Isn't this Morbius?
Yeah, this is the oh my god, what's his name? Now I just forgot his name. 30 Seconds to Mars, the Joker. Uh oh my god, I can't fucking remember. Yeah, it's
Walking
Morbius.
Phoenix?
No.
Other
I'm
one.
not I'm not even gonna try to get I can't even remember his fucking name. But he's from Morbius. You know he's Morbius. It's Morbid time and
Yeah,
all
it's
that.
Morbin. I can tell by the Morbin energies.
The name will come to me. Whatever. Anyone in the comments can fucking comment it. Do you know this cool vampire or like dude?
Man, for a man named Blade, he sure doesn't have one on him right now.
I'm sure he's used them all, and he's like, "Crap, I gotta get to my guns now. I've exhausted
I
all
think
my blades."
I do think he prefers guns over blades, and then he does blades when he needs to do close combat.
That sucks when you're not named the right thing. You know,
I
like
know. Blade, not gun mostly.
okay, I always think like, man, they should have named me fucking crab rangoon so I could just eat fucking crab rangoons all the time. Do you know this beautiful vampire
This man
here?
from Twilight, but I don't know his name. Jacob or the other one, uh,
Edward.
Edward.
Hmm. Edward Cullen.
I've never seen Twilight. I've only seen videos about Twilight and how it sucks.
Really? You've never seen it?
That's no, never seen the movies ever.
Hmm. I I think I've seen the first two, and I've actually read like the first book,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's like just like a softcore porn fan fiction almost, you know?
Makes sense. That's why it's so high selling and popular.
Hell yeah,
'Cause
that's how you.
it's big popular amongst the women.
Oh yeah.
Women make 85% of the consumer decisions, I hear.
Is that okay? No, that
It's
makes
a
sense.
really high percentage. A Dracula, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. What the
Do you
fuck? Is this
know?
Mortal Kombat?
Do you know where this is from?
No. Some video game.
Yeah, it's from video. Could you guess the name of the video game?
Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, no. Wait. This is from Castlevania.
Oh, hey, that's an anime.
They had just not recently, it's been out for a while, but they made an anime for Castlevania. Very popular
Okay.
video game.
Well, that's fun.
I think I have two more here. Do you know where this movie's from?
What the fuck?
This is a 90s movie, I believe.
A 90s movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's this is the movie title is Modern Feminism in Vampires. The movie.
Colon the movie.
Yeah.
Close. This is the original movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, I keep hearing that goddamn name over and over and over and over again, but I've never actually sat down to watch it. But
It's
I keep
great.
hearing people mention it.
It's great.
So.
I think it's great. The movie's great. You have the TV show that's like over dramatic CW gay shit, and then you have the movie that's like real campy but fun, you know?
Oh, I didn't know there's a movie. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if people are telling you to watch the show because I don't know. I don't think the show's that great, but the movie is like fun and campy and 90s, you know? Fun fact, this actor here, the dude here, that's Pee Wee Herman.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Does not look like it. He looks too goth.
Lastly here, do you know this one?
I want to count your blood. Isn't this the Countess? Is that his name?
He's the Count. Yeah.
He's the Count. No, S means women. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought he was trans for a second.
Assumed his gender there. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, the Count. I assumed your gender.
Jesus, you're trying to get us canceled. Now,
Now I'm going to count how many times you've hurt my feelings. 1.
Count how many genders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I cannot count that high. That is infinity. I cannot count to infinity.
Well, while people are counting, I think they could check
They
out.
can count on my daily movie reviews.
Yeah,
at
there you go.
youtube.com/ASC Presents. And you can find all of my spicy sites at autisticmoves.com, or you can look at this link tree right here. Check it out.
Hell yeah. No, you could count on Men's Salad for all that stuff. And check out the podcast, That's All Funny, available whenever podcasts are available. Check out That's All Kayfabe and Tits and Areolas with Men's Salad, everywhere podcasts are available. Check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Lorenzo Arreola. And yeah, check out Men's Salad. She's great. She's always here. She's great. Everyone's great. Yeah, y'all are great. Stick around and see y'all later. Bye guys.